All right, 21. The bar graph above shows renewable energy consumption in quadrillions, British thermal units, BTU, in United States by energy source for several energy sources in the years 2000 and 2010. Okay. And number 21 says in a scatter plot of this data, where renewable energy consumption in the year 2010 is plotted along the x-axis, and renewable energy consumption in the year 2010 is plotted along the y-axis for each of the following energy sources. How many data points will be above the line y equal to x? Okay, so the question here is a little bit confusing. Okay, we have to understand what are they really asking here. Okay, so they're saying if we plot the data from 2000 and 2010, we're going to put it on the scatter plot. And the year 2000 is on the x-axis, and the year 2010's number is on the y-axis. Okay, how many point will be above the line y equal to x? Okay, so first of all, let's think about what's the line y equal to x. What does that look like? Right, this should be a diagonal line through there. Okay, because this is like if we start from 0, 0, y equal to x is y equal to 1x, so slope is 1. So we go up 1 over 1. So this is the parent function for a linear equation. So it's just a diagonal line going through 0, 0. Okay. So what happens is any point on this line, the y value is equal to the x value. Okay. And in this question, what does the x and the y value represent? Right, the x value is a number in 2000, right? The y value represents a number in 2010. So if a point is right on the line, that means the two number had to be equal, right? If 2010 number is equal to 2000 number, then it will be right on the line. But we're not looking for on the line, we're looking for it had to be above the line, right? If a point is above the line, for example, like right there, then the number for 2010, the y value, should be bigger than the x value for this one, right? You see if we're using this point, for example, I see the y value is this tall, right? The x value is only this much. So the y value had to be bigger than the x value. Okay, so for any point above the line, right, it had to be, y value had to be bigger than the x value. So pretty much what we're looking for here is that the y value represents 2010, right? So 2010's number have to be greater than the x value, which is 2000's number. Okay, so the question here is really saying, right, for how many of these energy sources, right, how many different type of renewable energy do we have here? The 2010's number had to be greater than the 2000's number. Okay, so now we can go back to the chart, and to answer this is a lot easier, right? We can just check each one and see if 2010 is bigger than 2000, and 2010 is the light gray bar, right? And 2000 is the black bar here. So we check it. 2010 is for biofuels, right? Is it greater? Yes, 2010 is greater, so that works. Right, geothermal. Right, 2010's number seems to be a little bit higher, right? So that works. Hydroelectric. No, hydroelectric 2000 number is bigger. Okay, so not that. Wind energy. Yes, okay, 2010 is bigger. Wood. No, right? Because 2000 is bigger. All right, so out of these 5, we have 3 of them. Right, the number in 2010 is bigger than the number in 2000. So that should be our answer. So we have 3. So letter C for question 21. Okay, so the tricky part for this one is that it's kind of hard to understand the question, right, to see what they're really asking here. Okay, so so this one, once we know what they're looking for, is actually quite easy to answer from there.